Hello, it's KrippledPotayto here, and today we are back with some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So today we are starting our first class trial. So since it's our first one, I'm so excited to see how the layout is, how everything goes, and find out who actually killed Sayaka. I have an idea already, but let's see if it's true. Let's just get started. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer. You are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Why Makoto's crime? You literally just said not to jump to conclusions. But you're calling it Makoto's crime? Oh my god. The nerve of you. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. You know who else knows? Kyoko. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom,
There's a courtroom.
where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Are we going there now? I want to talk to people. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naive's first curtain call. Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Yeah, Makoto. He knows. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Yeah, a lot of things. Leon, you have something to say? Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Yeah, your job. To kill Sayaka. Being so insistent even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive.
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now.
I'm
Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. I stayed in the gym the whole time. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Kyoko. Let's get started.
Why?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn. We really gotta get through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey.
There's no point standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Okay, are you guys ready? We're starting the class trial now. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I first stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. Ooh, nice POV. This game always has the nicest POVs. I've noticed that. Really interesting. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. No! You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. Hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Oh, seats? They're all standing. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Oh, Sayaka, Junko. Which also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly last trial. Okay, now we're beginning. Oh? What's this? Retrial prep. What does that mean? Okay, so we have our truth bullets right here. We are going to try to figure out. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death was estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room, in the dormitory. The death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen, and her right wrist appeared to have been fractured. There are a number of scratches and gouges on the beds and walls of Makoto's room. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sword was found out of its sheath on the floor in the middle of the room. The sword handle was missing some of the gold coating, as was part of the blade. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sheath was found some distance from the sword itself, and it shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. Maybe to defend against the weapon. Sayaka used to defend against the weapon. On the night of the murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch with her when someone attempted to force their way into her room, and she became frightened. So, someone was intentionally trying to kill Sayaka, which led to Sayaka going to Makoto's room, and the murderer knew. they knew that they switched rooms, which led to the nameplates being switched around. This had been placed in Makoto's room before he arrived. It appears unopened, and there's no evidence of it having ever been used. All the other male students claim that they haven't used theirs yet either, but still. Not a single hair was found on the floor at the scene of the crime. In addition, the lint roller shows evidence of being used, which was used by the murderer to clean up the evidence and hairs and everything. Sayaka's right wrist had been fractured, and her wrist was glittery at the injury's location due to the sword. In addition, her hands appeared to be completely clean, except for the index finger of her left hand, which had some blood on it, which was used to write on the wall. A series of numbers had been written in blood on Makoto's bathroom wall, 11037. It is assumed that Sayaka wrote these numbers while leaned up against the wall, as she lay dying, which meant that she wrote it in a way that a mirror would pick up the actual message, Leon. Makoto's bathroom door was difficult to open due to it not quite fitting in the door frame properly. The only two people who knew the trick to opening it were Makoto, the room's owner, and Sayaka, the victim, which led to it being broken because the murderer didn't know how to open the door. Makoto's bathroom doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had all been partially or completely removed. If the screws had been removed, that would mean a toolkit was used. So someone was lying about a toolkit not being open, which could also explain how they can get into the room. The nameplates on the doors to Sayaka's and Makoto's room were apparently switched at some point. This one kind of confuses me a little bit. I can't quite figure out why they were switched and when exactly they were switched. The kitchen and the dining hall had a set of kitchen knives. Apparently one of the knives had gone missing. The knife from the kitchen went missing while Aoi was in the dining hall. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. There's apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate that can only be opened with the trash room key. The incinerator can be activated via a switch on the machine. Hifumi was on cleaning duty, and he claims that the last time he saw the incinerator, it was off. However, when Makoto checked it after the incident, the incinerator was in fact on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. So, meaning that in order to turn it on, they had to throw something. Which leads us to our next truth bullet. Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in the palm of a person's hand, which means the baseball player with experience, Leon, would have grabbed the crystal ball and thrown it at the button to turn on the incinerator. A piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. It is apparently part of a shirt cuff and it has noticeable bloodstain on it. Okay, and that's the end of our truth bullets. And the end of our summary. Skills. What's this? We don't have any skills. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, we do. Wait, increases bullet capacity. Effective during the bullet time battle. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Increases your truth bullet rate of fire. Effective during the non-stop debate in the bullet time battle final strike. I don't know what's good. Melodious voice was Sayaka's. We gotta use that to avenge her. Oh, okay. We're good. Are you guys ready? This is the real class trial now.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But If you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Go ahead.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Makes sense, Monokuma.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
There's another empty seat?
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay. That about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
I feel like that's gonna be important.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Of course, I'd like to hear more. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Using your mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Oh my god, this is crazy. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, it's starting now. Evidence of a struggle. What is this?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono. Yeah, we know that part already.
Okay.
And the murder took place in Makoto.
Yes, that's true.
In the bathroom.
Yes, in the bathroom.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Okay. There was a struggle in the bedroom, so it wasn't by surprise in the bathroom. Huh? Something's off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation to what happened to my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. Those weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against those weak spots. Oh. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Well done, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka
Okay.
Maizono. Yeah, we know that part.
Oh, we can fast forward, okay.
So it seems most likely that the killer must
Okay,
have
okay.
taken her by surprise
Soft spot,
when
weak
she was
spot.
in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Like that? Huh? Something's off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation to what happened to my room.
go back. Let's see where this goes. Something's off what we were just saying, because the Sayaka is resisting. Wait, why is it? Alright. This is what? Yeah, this was evidence of a struggle.
You have to aim at the word? Oh! Oh my god, I've been aiming at Chihiro the whole time.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Sayaka and the murderer. Who else?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Chihiro, she wasn't even in the room. She was in the gym the whole time.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Yes.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Okay, the sword in the kitchen. You guys ready?
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, not some random knife.
How could anyone
No.
do something like that?
Oh my god.
Son of a bitch!
So what was used to...
There was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some random...
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yep.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Into Aoi. Aoi was in the dining hall when the knife went missing.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
You should take a look at yourself, buddy. Because you're not gonna get away with it.
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Yoko knows.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? There's more? You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well done. Good luck and have fun. Okay, that's good. Make your argument. I always account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
Nope. Nope. Wrong.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
You're not even gonna listen to anything I have to say, Choco?
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
But she didn't see anyone. She said she didn't notice anyone.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
She's just pulling everything, like, out of her ass. Right now.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
Oh, wait, possible accomplice?
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
That might explain why the nameplates are switched, actually, if there's an accomplice.
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Oh, okay, then that basically refutes my claim.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Oh? Sakura?
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Oh, wait, he didn't know who Sakura was?
Right.
Why don't you know who Sakura is? Sakura's the best.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Huh?
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Whoa.
Which means we have airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations? We're not
No,
allowed to
Toko, it
sleep
doesn't.
anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
They're both girls.
But I'm a girl.
Yeah. You trying to disrespect Sakura like that?
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. right, Hina?
Wait, someone came through?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, why did you keep it hidden?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Huh? Ayaka. Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Huh. Okay, so I have a theory. Maybe Sayaka was using it for self-defense. Then when Leon was knocking on her door trying to kill her, she used it, but he ended up getting the knife from her and killing her instead. Wait. Then why didn't Sayaka use it the first time someone came knocking on her door? She left to go to Makoto's room and ended up using it there. Wait, oh my god. What if Sayaka was trying to kill? Then if she was trying to kill, then switching rooms would cause the murder to be pinned on Makoto.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Oh, so she knew they were there.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Oh, she grabbed a knife.
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Hmm.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Oh, yeah, I'm still kind of guilty. But don't worry, more evidence.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Oh my god, Toko.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer.
Yes, Kyoko. Yes. Kyoko's the best.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Most bewildering? The nameplate? The killer wouldn't switch a nameplate, right? What else is there? Oh! Or... clean up. They used a lint roller to clean up. But if Makoto was the killer, he wouldn't need to.
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Hair.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Ooh, Hangman's Gambit? Okay. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. Important phrase? You'll have to deduce the phrase from letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. Ooh. hair. Oh, wait, what? I can't. The eye is blocking the way.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
More like all the hair. All the evidence of hair.
Yes. And if I were the culprit,
He wouldn't need to. Because it's his room. Why would he? There's bound to have his hair on the floor.
why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Yep.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
But Sayaka died there. Her literal body's inside the bathroom.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, yes.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The lint roller.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
So not Makoto.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank you, Kyoko.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Remarkable about the bathroom. I mean, oh, the door? The door, the door lock was... The door handle was broken. Or was it the, dying message of Sayaka?
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yep.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
They don't know.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Oh, and if it was Makoto was the killer, he wouldn't need to break the handle. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is object the killer broke. Right here, the doorknob. Did I say handle?
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob to the door.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
Oh, they use a toolkit too.
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob.
Because they didn't know it was stuck.
This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Why would he need to?
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
There's no lock.
See? Okay then.
Wait, so that means... Would that mean that the killer didn't know it was Makoto's room? The killer thought it was Sayaka's room because the girls' bathrooms have locks on them. He might have thought it had a lock, but it was just stuck. The nameplate. The nameplates were switched before the killer came in, so the killer thought that it was Sayaka's room. But how? Who switched the nameplates? Or maybe Sayaka was so scared that she switched the nameplates. But that wouldn't make sense. If a person's targeting Sayaka, then they would go to Sayaka's room again. After that first incident. That first time someone was banging on Sayaka's door. Unless... Wait. Sayaka was planning it. Sayaka planned for someone to come to her room so she could kill them. And pin it on Makoto? Wait, no. That can't be it, right?
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Yoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Of course. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start to go up. Oh no. But no matter how many weak spots, there is essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, it just got harder. Okay, let's do this. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Oh. She couldn't have locked it. There was no lock.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Yes, it's stuck.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
Ultimate lucky student. So far, he's been pretty unlucky. I mean, might as well call him the ultimate unlucky student, right? Because, his door frame doesn't fit. The girl that he's close with, he gets close with, Sayaka, she dies. And he's getting hard accused for her death. So...
That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
because they thought it was Sayaka's room.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. So they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was that the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
The nameplate was switched.
Conceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do. since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Yeah.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Of course. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Then who are you gonna vote for, Taka? Because you know damn well I have the evidence that refute so many things that you guys have accused me of.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Any more pieces of evidence right now? Odin didn't talk about the nameplate.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question. Oh, you don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Oh my god, Celeste. Lighten up a little bit.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Oh, yeah, there's that. Could they pick the... No, the locks aren't pickable, right? Well, that's not possible. There could be two possibilities. Maybe Sayaka was switching the nameplate and ended up, like, leaving the door open. The killer was watching and was like, ooh, the door is open. So they... But they would have killed outside then, not inside the room. And the other possibility is that if Sayaka let the killer in. But why would she do that?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Sayaka was terrified.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
Wait, unless Sayaka was intentionally trying to kill someone and let them into her room, or Makoto's room, the room she was staying at.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Yeah, it's impossible too. The key couldn't have been dropped since she was in the room.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Okay, they're unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
Easy way?
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Yeah, didn't she tell Makoto that she wasn't gonna open the door for anyone?
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Why are you being so aggressive, Fumi? Because she asked me to do something in particular, because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because she was scared. Where is that truth bullet? Is it the switching rooms one?
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yeah. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Oh my god, I don't want to think about this. What if she was faking it? What if she wasn't scared? She just wanted to use Makoto's room to murder someone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Kyoko! Oh my god.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
What's that? There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Sayaka? No. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay? Oh my god. Sayaka switched the nameplates and lured someone in to try to kill them, but it backfired on her.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Ooh.
And these are the words that appear.
Okay, Detective Kyoko.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Well, Kyoko's a detective.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Kyoko is so awesome.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Oh, that notepad? We couldn't use it before. Well, it's useful now. Huh?
Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Sayaka.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Oh, but Sayaka, didn't she sign it?
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
What? Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Kyoko's like, of course you didn't. Then, that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
A certain someone? It was a specific person that she wanted to lure in?
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Oh my god, Ifumi.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Oh, of course. I remember.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note?
I mean, they came to her room, right?
And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yeah, go ahead, Celeste. Tell us.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Okay, I'm gonna end it off here. Initially, the class trial, the whole thing was supposed to be just this episode, but I didn't realize how long it actually was. So there will be a part 2. You can watch it when it uploads. It should be shown on the right side of the screen. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps a lot. And I will see you guys next episode in part 2 of this class trial.